70% of online fraud originates via social media companies in the first instance. This is your fraud and financial crime update with Mike Nathan. I think there's an obvious point that social media companies shouldn't be receiving money for fraudulent adverts, and that's a fundamental. So that comes down to sort of trust and safety and content moderation, which become really important aspects that actually should these advertisements be properly vetted before being applied to make sure it does not involve any fraud. I'm sure there are already things in place to make sure there are no indecent images or any other things are actually put into these places. So I think the same scrutiny needs to be applied, and we have the technology, I don't doubt, to reduce the number of paid for promotional fraudulent adverts which are advertising crypto scams, etc. And that really could help. And then if you take that content moderation a bit further, we should be taking down some of the users that are posting these types of sites and the bots that are actually trying to get these messages out there, particularly ones that are endorsed by fake celebrities, rather than necessarily going down the route of forcing everybody to provide their identity documents, potentially tighter controls, better data sharing as well. Maybe the banks themselves would be able to access some of the data. Some APIs could be opened up from the social media companies to check if people have visited these types of sites before they make the decisions. There's a whole bunch of things that could actually take place around accountability. What we're seeing in the UK particularly is banks trying to hold social media companies to account, and it probably comes down to money in that instance. But for me personally, I'm much more about these adverts. These people shouldn't be on these sites. Whether you want to do it as part of an identity of real individuals to make sure that's a legitimate user, or just try and block this content like a lot of other content is blocked on the social media sites, my preference is for the latter, because it's cleaner and it causes less disruption. This is your fraud and financial crime update with Mike Nathan.